Anytime you hear that intro, you can always be sure of having some laughter in whatever is being presented, whether it is presented by Churchill himself or another featured comedian. But let's face it, Churchill isn't as funny as most of the comedians that have performed on his show. But hey, he sure is the smartest of all the comedians who we have seen in Kenya. And Mr. Ndambuki launched a show, Churchill Show, which allows every comedian to perform and be known to the Kenyans and even international audiences. Now, while some comedians have enjoyed the fruits of performing at Churchill Show, others were more of short-term celebrities. But to those who became even bigger comedians after going through Churchill Show, hats off to them all. So really, which celebrities have been more successful after performing on the show? Well, this is Jualeo, and here's our pick of the 5 most successful Churchill Show comedians. Number 5, Professor Hamon. Hamon was born in 1980 as Hamon Yakobo Kago, and he is among the most talented comedians who have graduated from the Churchill Show platform. Currently, Hamon hosts at Hot 96 FM with the legendary Jeff Koinange. Now, his career started at the Nakuru Theatre, but he later on joined Tamasha Band as a vocalist. Yeah, the guy can really sing.
Weko, 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 weko. Woo!
Hamon, while in Nakuru, learned that Churchill Show auditions were held on Tuesdays in Nairobi. So he traveled to the big city to try his luck, but he was chased out by the judges because they didn't think he was that good. He actually tried 6 times in the auditions, but on the 7th time, he was accepted. And this chance came to him during the Churchill Show on the road in his hometown, Nakuru. And the show that he did was uploaded on YouTube and it went viral. And that is where things changed for Hamon. His hard work and also his excellent performance and the acceptance of the audience actually helped Hamon land the role of a brand ambassador for StarTimes. And he was paid a reported 10 million for that deal. We actually learned that through his baby mama, Jemutai. And these two comedians have had a rocky relationship for a while in the past, but they solved their issues, and lately they have been so close. They even showed a picture of them buying property together. And Hamon actually refers to Jemutai as his wife, and they're also planning to get married soon. So good luck to them. One fact about Hamon. Well, his role model is Miguna Miguna. I know, you heard that right. Miguna Miguna is his role model. Yeah. What about his popular phrase? Well, he doesn't have so much of a popular phrase, but we can say we remember him for this.
Johnny nyote mliolemewa na mizigo nanyi mtarudi nazo kwa sababu hata sisi tuko na mizigo ya kubeba.
Now let's look at the before and after pictures of Hamon. Number 4, Mamito. Mamito was born Eunice Wanjiro Joki in 1993, and she grew up in the slums of Kibera. But through her determination, Mamito has managed to become one of the best female comedians in Africa. And by the way, her stage name came from her friends who used to call each other Mamitos. So she carried on the name also as a sign of appreciating her friends and also showing loyalty to them. Now, when Mamito was in high school, she was involved in a lot of poetry, dance, and comedy. Her mom and aunt disapproved of that, claiming that it made her look like a joker. And she was a teenager, and the peer pressure surrounding her made her rebellious, and she was sent to the village in Muranga to stay with her grandma. Before making her breakthrough on Churchill Show, Mamito was rejected a couple of times. She was told that she had good jokes but poor stage presence. In fact, in her first performance on the show, it was a huge disappointment. She had stage fright and even forgot some of her lines. As a result, nobody laughed at her jokes. And as you would expect, Mamito walked off stage and she cried a river in the bathroom. Oh, poor Mamito. But years later, Mamito has become a big name, not only on Churchill Show, but also in the entire entertainment industry. She has performed in Rwanda, Tanzania, and uncountable times all around Kenya. Currently, Mamito is dating Butita, who recently got to work with Netflix. She also performs short skits on her YouTube channel, which has over 180,000 subscribers. And on Instagram, she has 1.6 million followers. So, one fact about Mamito. Well, sadly, our sweet Mamito has never known who her father was. It's sad, but she's a very strong woman, and hats off to the mother for raising such a wonderful woman. What about Mamito's popular phrase? Well, now here's a look at Mamito's before and after images. Born Stephen Oduor Dede, the guy we all know as DJ Shiti, was born and brought up in Mumias. DJ Shiti, Shitian in full, was introduced to us first on Churchill Show, where he performed as Magazine. How he presented his jokes just proved he was here to stay. That is exactly what has transpired. But everyone always has a starting point, and DJ Shiti started out in Nakuru, just like Hamon. He did his set books and stand-ups at the Nakuru Players Theatre. After that, he took a bus to Nairobi to try his luck on Churchill, and the rest is history. But even when he was auditioning for Churchill Show, Shiti used to sleep in the cold streets of Nairobi. And you know who could come to his rescue? Well, the ladies at Koinange Street. These ladies used to give Shiti money and temporary accommodation. How inspiring is that? I mean, the people that the society is considering to be nasty and stuff are the same people who are giving someone money and accommodation. Boy, I am impressed. I am impressed. After performing at Churchill Show, the comedian landed a role in The Real Housewives of Kawangware. Currently, he does his skits on his YouTube channel, which has over 240,000 subscribers. And by the way, Shiti has been a brand ambassador for multiple corporates, including StarTimes and Neptune Tissues. One fun fact about Shiti. Well, it was through Abel Mutua, the Mkurugenzi himself, that Shiti got a role in The Real Housewives of Kawangware. So what about his popular phrase? Well, we all know it. It is, now let's have a look at the before and after pictures of the majestic DJ Shiti. Number 2. Teacher Wanjiko. Since the first time Teacher Wanjiko performed on Churchill Show, she has never disappointed. She is another comedian that has proven to be consistent throughout the years. Now, Caroline Wanjiko Darao, who everyone knows as Teacher Wanjiko, is a comedian, actress, and producer. By the way, one funny thing is that Wanjiko has never mentioned her date of birth. Even her Wikipedia profile doesn't feature the date of birth. But hey, that's not a bother to us. Wanjiko has been active since 2007, when she developed the Teacher Wanjiko character in Heartstrings, Kenya, and she was praised for her work. Heartstrings, Kenya has produced some of the top theatrical celebrities in Kenya, including Churchill himself, by the way. And by then, it was run by Sami Mwangi, Ken Waudo, and Victor Bear. Now, Victor Bear was first Teacher Wanjiko's director. He went on to marry her in 2014. What you guys don't know is that Bear was initially married to one Anne Njeri, and he admitted that he had a mad crush on Teacher Wanjiko even before marrying her now ex-wife Anne Njeri. So anyway, he went on to marry Teacher Wanjiko. But things didn't really go as planned when Wanjiko's contract at Churchill ran out in 2014. At that time, she was a big name, and she started her own show called Teacher Wanjiko on Citizen TV. Unfortunately, the show was cancelled only after 15 minutes, a move that broke Wanjiko down. She even shared the ordeal on her social media, and she mentioned going through hell with Sleepy David. But that did not stop her. Teacher Wanjiko picked herself up and managed to land some major brand ambassadorial roles. After that, she became a brand ambassador of Airtel, Airtel Money, Unilever's Blue Band, Honda, Bata, USAID, National Bank, Dettol, and so many others. Fun fact about Wanjiko. Well, ugali and omena is her favorite meal. Yeah. What about her favorite or popular phrase? Well,
Dio!
Now, take a look at Wanjiko's before and after photos. Before I unveil to you our topic on the list, here's a look at our honorable mentions. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to support us, like this video, and leave us a comment below.
Ati guy tulikujaje huku? Tunachomwa Lucy. Tunachomwa? Like for real. Hebu ni text Brian uliza wako wapi?
Opa kusema poa sana.
Poa sana.
Kabisa. Toka
Kabisa.
hapa. Toka.
Asante.
Match. Utafute uniform ya traffic, pate pesa.
Wait. If you know that song, sing with me. The thing goes. Bangi ni mbaya.
And now, number 1, Eric Omondi. Eric has been arguably the most successful comedian that has started at Churchill Show. He was born in 1985 and is an elder brother of Fred Omondi, another comedian who was featured on Churchill Show a couple of times. In terms of the comedic roots, Eric started doing his thing back in Kisumu Boys, and he was one of the students that was always featured in the noise makers list. Boy, that list. That crazy list. When Eric came first to Churchill Show, he did an amazing job and everybody wanted to watch him. He later on left the show to do his own show called How Are You Need that was aired on KTN. Besides that, Eric has done other notable shows like Summer in Africa and Untamed. By the way, did you know that Eric Omondi featured on the Tonight Show that is hosted by Jimmy Fallon? This makes him the second Kenyan, after Lupita Nyong'o of course, to feature in the show. What an achievement. Just recently, Eric moved into a 150 million house in Karen. According to him, he moved there due to security purposes, and he says that he was threatened. And by now, we should know that Eric has been campaigning for Jimmy Wanjigi, who plans to run for the 2022 presidential election. And Wanjigi gave Eric a Bentley that is reportedly worth 40 million shillings. By the way, Eric also said that Jimmy Wanjigi helped him acquire the 140 million house. Beside the car, the house, we are sure Eric was paid millions by the multi-billionaire, and he has been successful through his comedic career. So one fun fact about Eric Omondi. Well, Eric Omondi actually once worked as an NTV reporter after he studied communications at Daystar University. Unfortunately, he was kicked out by NTV as they thought that he wasn't good enough. I know, how weird. And what is his popular phrase? Well, we all know it. It is,
How are you, Ni? How are you, Ni?
so let's look at Eric's Omondi before and after photos. So there goes our pick for the most successful Churchill Show comedians. You know, there are comedians out there who are so popular, but they didn't initially perform on Churchill Show. Who do you think these comedians are? That is a story for another time. Leave us a comment below, subscribe to this channel, and click the notification bell to be updated whenever we upload new videos. Thank you so much for watching, and may God bless you.